Do you want to know how to make the best brownies in the whole world? Let me show you. So we need 3 eggs. Crack them into a big bowl. To that we want to add 1.5 cups of white sugar. You want to whisk this for at least a minute until it's doubled in size and it's light and fluffy. I'll show you. So it looks like that. Now we want to add 1/2 cup of plain flour and 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. It's fine. So we want to add about a teaspoon worth of salt, 1/2 teaspoon perhaps. That much. And then just gently mix this in. So because we whisk the eggs to get all of the air and get them all fluffy, we don't want to knock that out by like whisking it really roughly now. You know, I'm known in my family as the queen of brownies. I've been obsessed with making them for years, so I've done so many different recipes. I've worked on my own recipe for a long time and I'm really happy with it. So this recipe is actually in my cookbook. I've just finished writing my cookbook and it will be available soon on ebook. So I'll keep you posted. But yeah, this along with, I think there's 70 recipes. So yeah, just mix that in. We want to melt about 200 grams worth of chocolate. So these are 190 gram bars, so I'm just going to do one. I find the easiest way to do it is in the microwave. Break it up into small chunks and then do it in bursts of like 30 seconds. Usually takes between a minute and a minute and a half. Just make sure you give it a nice mix in between. Yep, so I'm just going to pop this in. I'm just going to add the melted chocolate. Use whatever you want, you know, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, whatever. And then we also want 1/2 cup of oil, but I haven't got 1/2 cup of oil left. So do 1/4 cup of melted butter. So I'm just going to melt the butter. So I'm just going to add the melted butter and then give that a mix. Brownies. The key to getting the crackly top is in whisking the eggs and the sugar together to make them light and fluffy. It's almost like you're doing a meringue. That's what you want to think of it like. And then the rest of it is such a simple base. You know, you can jazz it up with as you want. You can put add-ins and things like that, but they're just perfect as they are, to be honest. I'm just going to cook it in one of these just because I've got one lying around, so why not? Save on washing a dish, treat myself. And then these are going to go in the oven. The oven's at 160. Usually takes about 20 minutes for them to cook. You want them to be just set, so the top's going to be all crackly and nice, and it'll still have a little bit of a wobble. You don't want it browned on the edges, but you will smell when it's done. It's got a really strong smell when it's done. It just smells done. So I'll show you. The brownie was in the oven for about 18 minutes altogether. As you can see, ooh, perfect crackly top. Chewy, like crispy almost, that kind of top, and then the perfect gooey, perfect delicious inside of a brownie. Super easy and so delicious. Give it a try.